I think it's going to be an exciting year. We came within one bucket last year of playing in the conference championship game, and I think our guys really got a better understanding as the season progressed last year about how hard we had to play. We became a team that was pretty dangerous in the Heartland Conference last year. Hopefully this year we can pick up right where we left off and not have the early season learning curve that we had, because that was something that in one aspect as a coach I was really proud that we were able to play some tough games and some tough locations, and then towards the end of the year build on that and get some crucial wins. I think Alex Jones, as a all-conference performer the last 2 years, I think he's coming in with a mindset that in his last season he wants to be the very best player and the very best teammate that he can be. And I think we've seen that in practice. I think the other guys said that they saw it in the preseason and when they were doing open gyms and workouts and things like that. You know, to have your teammates talking about one of the leaders like that, that's certainly something that as a coach is very positive. And you know, that gives me we're only going to be as good as how hard those upperclassmen are playing, and guys like Alex Jones and Robert Dents and a couple newcomers that are going to be in the mix. Those guys are really going to have a major impact on our team. I think naturally they gravitate towards Alex as being a leader. He oftentimes will not lead so much vocally, but will be very encouraging, and you know, I think he does a nice job of using humor to kind of get guys going. He's been around the block in the Heartland Conference, and he knows what to expect when we go on the road, and he knows that Transylvania has a very strong reputation, and when teams are getting ready to play us, we better be ready as well. I think they also look up to Cooper Theobald. As a freshman, was really counted on to play a lot of minutes. Hard-nosed, tough-nosed kid that comes from a winning program and has been in some big games even prior to being here. Nobody ever can question how hard he plays and how much he wants to win. You know, I think that's something that the guys can really latch onto as well. I think one of the things is how well we've been practicing. Last year, some of our early season woes were trying to get guys to understand how hard we had to practice and how we had to do it every single day. Sometimes when you have younger teams that haven't been on other college teams where they see how hard they had to practice, sometimes they think they are doing what's necessary to win, when in reality the coaches can continue to preach about how much harder we need to go. But I think they really, coming into after last year's season, I think this year we haven't had to worry about effort. We hadn't had to worry about attitude. We've got guys that all seem to be on the same page, and that's a huge positive as a coach. One of the things that I said the very first thing at practice is I wanted this year's team to be the closest team that all these guys have played on. And if they really like each other and they really want to play for each other, then they can get through tough times when maybe individually either you get hurt or things aren't going as well as you'd like to individually. If we have that close-knit group, then they're going to be able to get guys through it. Well, one of the things that really is a concern of ours is making sure that our guys understand the importance of rebounding. We do not have a tremendous size. We've got some pretty athletic guys that can go get the basketball. Last year we were led in rebounding by a point guard, Cooper Theobald, but a lot of times those post guys were blocking out. Cooper would just go get it. What we don't want to do is get accustomed to him always going and getting those rebounds. So rebounding, I think, is one big key, and And one of the best teams that I've coached here at Transylvania led the nation one year in the fewest number of turnovers. Right now, we're lucky that the Beck Center is underground because we've been throwing the ball all over the place. If the doors were open, the balls would be rolling down North Broadway towards Rupp Arena. And just if we can get that focus of how important every single possession is, I think that's going to be a big key. Handling the basketball, rebounding. I think I really feel good about our ability to score, and I think we can be a very tough team defensively.